In this short course, I'm going to look at Pug, the HTML preprocessor, which we can use to make writing HTML quicker and smarter. Writing HTML by hand is a fairly tedious process, which Pug can simplify. Basically, Pug does away with the need to write HTML angle brackets and closing tags, and it replaces nested tags with indentation. But it does more than that. It allows us to include blocks of code, so as to avoid repetition, and most importantly, it allows the use of JavaScript, mix-ins, and other features which allow us to output dynamic content rather than just static HTML. We'll use Visual Studio Code as our code editor, because it has a built-in command line interface. So if you haven't got this already, go to code.visualstudio.com/download to download it and follow the instructions for your system. Next, install Node. Download Node from nodejs.org and follow the instructions. After that, restart your computer. And now test your Node installation. Open up Visual Studio Code. Start a new terminal by clicking on Terminal, New Terminal, and type Node-V. This should print the version number of Node. If it does, then Node is installed. Now test npm, the Node package manager. This comes as part of Node, so it should have been installed. Type npm-v, and this should print the version number of npm. If it does, then npm's installed too. Finally, create a file named testnode.js. And inside it type console.log, then inside parentheses and inside quotes, Node is running. Save the file, and in VS Code's terminal type node testnode.js, and you should get the output Node is running. If all of that worked, then we're OK to go on and install Pug. Create a folder somewhere convenient for your project files and cd change directory into that folder. In the terminal window, type sudo npm i-g pug-cli. Let's break that down. Sudo is superuser-do, and it's giving us superuser privileges, and this overcomes a possible issue with permissions which I ran into on my machine. npm-i is short for Node Package Manager npm install, -g means globally, and pug-cli is the Pug command line interface. Press Enter to run that, and enter your Linux password at the prompt. Check the installation by running pug --version. This should return the version numbers of both Pug and pug-cli. The last part of our setup is to enable syntax highlighting for Pug files in VS Code, using the extension pugbeautify. In VS Code, choose View, Appearance, Show Sidebar, and click on the extensions icon. Search for pugbeautify and install it. Assuming that all worked OK, now we're ready to go on. See you in the next video.